All right, Baldy, right out of the gate with an estuary. Welcome, welcome, welcome aboard, everybody, to the fine stream. Where is Chris? Send him the link. I even called him on Facebook. I do not know where our Chris Betts is. Where is our Christopher Betts? I don't know. Just got a text from someone that says they love how I say progress. Very nice to hear. How are you all doing? What are we talking about? It's a Mr. Freeze. That's exactly what it is. To continue on yesterday's thing, big old freak out down by the beach. Got the therapist involved. Talked about it. It's a war between my emotional and intellectual selves. Ooh. Also, I don't know where Chris is, but Chris's followers are getting a stream. Chris, where is Chris? And I had that war right there. By the way, when Chris not being there, I was just like, wait, is Chris angry at me for some reason? He is not. I think if I had to bet, he fell asleep. Guess what that means, everybody? We're gonna watch Indoor League. If he's not gonna fucking be here, we're going fucking OG. Let's watch some fucking Indoor League. What does everyone fucking say? I'm fucking excited. We haven't fucking watched Indoor League in a while. It's gonna be nuts. All right, Indoor League game for those of you watching. By the way, I thought you'd like that, Baldy. Oh, by the way, could you impersonate Chris? I'm very even keeled in every way. By the way, if anyone wants to be in the accountability audience for Friday's Zoom gig, it is scheduled to take place, I've decided, 8 p.m. UK time, noon Pacific. All corresponding times. Besides that, all you have to do is head on over to your email and send an email to johnhastingspodcast@gmail.com and you'll be popped in. As it stands right now for that gig, I am not going to, you guys are going to all be muted if you want. I don't think I'm going to need laughers. I want to just record me saying all this stuff. So it's going to be me off notes, all of that sort of stuff. We're going to try doing it sort of semi-regularly, see how it sort of goes. I've been trying to write and be sort of more proactive in that department. And so this is just a way to do it. So if you want to be a part of that, John Hastings podcast at gmail.com. And you might be added to the audience. Well, let's see. Let's fucking watch some Indoor League, shall we? Also, if anyone wants to try and get a hold of Chris, you can tweet at Chris Betts saying, you're missing the stream. What the heck, bro? You're missing the stream. Do you have other beflagged corners of your home for other nations? Do you have other beflagged corners of your home for other nations? No, this is the only one. Although I did, I am looking into buying a new tricolor to replace the American. Oh no! Chris isn't even here. How is this happening? I'm thinking about a Newfoundland tricolor to replace the old Stars and Stripes. But the Stars and Stripes are there, but the Ontario flag in my bedroom. Someone told me I have to put my flags in a frame, and if I do that, I feel that is the move of a psychopath. That is a fucking serial killer right there. If you have framed flags, you're a nightmare, everybody. You are a psycho, crazy person. Also join my Discord if you want. The amount of fucking advice. Took a nap and just woke up. I'll be on in 5. Chris Betts is awake later. Oh, we got to fucking... I think your sound is going through the headphone mic, by the way. Is it? Oh, no. Thank you. You're a brick. Let's fucking adjust that. I want to be much crisper now. Is that better? Much crisper? You're a brick? You're a brick? Let's get fucking... All right. I can hear we scuffling every now and again. Thank you. You're a brick. There is a lot of banging and scraping. Yeah, this is me making love right under the surface, Baldy. Oofed. That's it. Oh, wonderful stuff. You're a brick. How are you doing? I don't remember who was made Governor General of the stream yesterday. Joe Trobe? Great. That's right, David Hoare. He's missing the stream. David Hoare, by the way, thank you so much for tuning in, and all of you for tuning into the stream. It is really turned around in my estimation. Those of you that were, and we'll take this time just while we're waiting for Chris, and then we're going to make Chris watch Indoor League. And also I have some, a game to play. I have 2 games to play with Chris. It's very exciting. Yeah, let's fucking I'm good. Crashed out midstream yesterday. Hope you're well. Buddy, I'm pretty great. You seem pretty great. I appreciate you all coming. As you know, I was starting to lose my love of doing this on a daily basis of whatever this is. I don't know. I hate calling it a podcast. It's not what it is. It's a more, I feel like it's public access fucking television for the 21st century, which sounds so fucking wanky. You know when someone says something like really fucking bougie at a party? Oh, I like to think of it. You know, he's kind of like the Adlai Stevenson, but in the 20. And you're like, shut up. You don't even know who that is. I'm on my second round of this fucking thing. I fucking love drinking water out of it. It's because it's stupid. Look how big it is. Oh, it's so much fun. It does feel like it's in the same vein, doesn't it? Like it seems like it's a slapdash stupid thing. And what I like about it is this is what I've always wanted. This is going to be very inside baseball, but who gives a fuck? The water does not taste of the bottle. Man, I said that yesterday. Who'd you say it to? Yeah, exactly. You can't fucking wait. Were you talking? You're a brick. Were you talking to Baldy? Yeah, I hate recommending The Wire to people because I sound like a right winger doing. Of course. Oh, it's public accessing. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's also very funny. Is I've pitched this fucking show. Me and comedians talk in an unscripted, unformatted way, and now hilariously, I'm making enough. I'm making 1 week's worth of groceries doing it, and I'm really enjoying it. It seems fucking, it's weird to describe to people. No, I can't hang out 2 to 4 Sunday through Thursday, except for Mondays, it's 4 to 6. I have to go talk on the internet. And then I did some number crunching. More people have watched this on a daily basis than have seen my Edinburgh shows. My Edinburgh rooms have never been max 70 people. On average, 100 people watch the stream on VOD. It's absolutely fucking shocking and crazy. It's amazing. I'm making 9 bags of beets a week. Imagine making money from comedy and pan. It's fucking insane. It's muchly appreciated. It's all down to all of you guys. Here is the game plan for if and when Chris gets here. We're gonna watch Indoor League, about 25 minutes of that. Then we're gonna play How Much for the Cameo Person. Chris guesses. That's what I'm thinking. And then because he napped, we play Stump the Bartender. So get your cocktails ready. We're going to see if fucking if Chris can do it. And by the way, to answer this question, imagine if you go, we are growing. Stream on average was averaging about 10 people at our maximum. Right now, we're getting 20 people watching across all platforms live, which is fucking great. And then over the course of the next 24 hours, I don't know what Chris's numbers are, but they're pretty good. Making money from comedy, that's not a fringe. Let me explain to you, and you can fucking tell other people this trick. You can make a shitload of money at the fringe. Here's what you got to fucking do. If you're a comedian, read your fucking contract with your fucking promoter. 2, take a bunch of items out that you don't understand and don't want to pay for. Just don't fucking pay for them. And when they go, well, we need that, just go, no. And it's really fucking hard. It gave me emotional trauma and damage. It's why I cried at the beach as part of it, but you have to learn how to do it. And it's very fucking difficult. And those that are successful do because they keep their costs down. The other thing is you got to work hard. Oh, I sound like a cunt. Just do a shitload of gigs. All the gigs pay. The money adds up. You end up you make most of your money back in that month, and you're able to pay back the debt you incurred in that month. So yes, you are operating at a loss, but you come back broken even, pretty much. That's the way to do it. I know I sound crazy. I am not a famous person. I never lost money doing Edinburgh. I didn't always make money doing Edinburgh, but I never lost the Guess the Cameo has precisely decided to not. It's a big one. Yeah. Exactly. And don't feel like you have to go with the big 4. Very good point, Diamond Geyser. I wonder what you do. But they're not evil. I understand Tom Tuck right now has just lifted his head up and just gone, but they're not evil. They are not the problem in Edinburgh. They are not the problem in Edinburgh. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not here to name names. They are not the problem. The performers are not the problem. speaking of pieces of shit, Amazon brought my groceries to the wrong door, but they fucking made it good. My method is to invent a time machine and slap my brother when he turned out buying a flat in Edinburgh for a steal. Oh, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. What part of Edinburgh, though? Because there's some parts of Edinburgh you don't want to live, such as that whole area to the right of the Meadows. I don't like that. It seems off kilter. It seems like you're on the wrong part of the city. Is it the guy who does the glass ball routine on the Royal Mile? Baldy, if it is that guy. Yeah. It's that guy and that invisible statue and that street performer that just steals trucks. That guy's my fucking favorite, by the way. But for those you don't know, there's a bunch of different in 96. Oh, how much was that? Oh my God. He could have had a house. A flat or a house? How big? Which like a Marchment fucking fuck off beautiful Edinburgh flat. I would move to Scotland right now to live in one of those flats. Beautiful, amazing park to walk along. You can run into Scottish people in the no one is better at talking pleasantly in a park or green area than Scottish people. I'm going to say that right. No one, like, listen, white people, we are known for racism. No one is better at racism than in my opinion, than Chinese people. Chinese people are racist against people, and it's so much more intense. If you meet a Chinese racist, woo, they are. If that was a thing, they are the best at that. Ian Rankin posts the most beautiful photos of his home on the Meadows. Of course, Edinburgh is. Okay, so how much do we want to bet Europe Brick is from Glasgow? Like Europe Brick is from Glasgow, 100%, right? 100% Yeah, Scotland best at that. Canadians best at being self-defeating. Americans best at being impressed by their own fucking mistakes. English people the best at being arrogant in a way that doesn't seem offensive, and then you look back on it and you're like, you fucks. Hello? Hello. How was your nappy? I thought it was a nap.
It was. I closed my eyes for 5 minutes at 10:30.
Was it a good nap?
Then it was right now.
Was it a sweet
it was great.
nap?
Oh my God. I literally just opened my eyes to that point. Don't you have a thing at midnight? I was like, fuck. And now I'm here.
Oh, Steve Z, so sleepyhead. Europe Brick, we found out, is from Fife.
Oh, what? Really? Damn,
yeah.
That explains why he's so funny.
Did you also think that he was from Europe? Well, he is from Europe. He's from the part of the UK that voted correctly, while the rest of them fucked themselves. Although I don't actually know how Northern Ireland voted. I assume to stay in Europe.
Yeah, I think overwhelmingly the Irish parts were very pro-European.
Yeah, although the people that had like understood what the fucking European Union is. Are you all right? Do you want to just go back to bed?
No, I'm good. I just I'm setting up my computer right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't want to miss any more time. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm very good. Great, good therapy.
Good.
Everything it's basically a war between my intellect and my emotions, and my emotions do not process or trust anyone. They just immediately want to run away. And basically what happened was my impulse was to run because of seeing because of a bunch of imperfections detected in someone else. But because I'm growing, my intellect was like, well, no, that doesn't affect anything. This is like a simple human thing. But my emotions were like, oh, well, you're not going to run well. Check this out, motherfucker. Which is, you're just like, well played. The old panic attack card. Nice to see you.
It's just like a hard reboot.
Oh, yeah. And it was... Do you ever? Here's what you never want to see, which is a mental health care professional lean in with intrigue.
That is interesting. Oh, I don't want to be interesting.
Yeah. You don't want to be something he's bringing up at coffee with colleagues. You'll never believe.
And then,
by the way, that may be said again on Friday. For those of you, by the way, who want to pop in and be part of what I'm calling the accountability audience, which is just if people want to come and see my new stuff in terms of the structure of a show, you'll be totally muted. It's just so I have to stand and say it and record myself for an hour. You can you can send your email to johnhastingspodcast@gmail.com. It's going to happen at 8 p.m. UK time and all subsequent previous times from that. until Pacific time when I would start doing it on Friday. It's totally up to you guys. Welcome back, everybody. Yay.
There we go. There we go.
That's good. That's good. All right. Let's watch some fucking indoor league.
Woo! Sorry, I was setting everything up. Did you say you're doing an hour of stand-up every Friday at 8 p.m.?
No.
Jesus Christ, I look like I'm in a fucking Vincent Price movie.
I was that got fucked with my head. I was expecting someone else. I know. Yeah, you do look very. Also, just the half-dranken bottle of whiskey, and then what looks to be like hotel shampoo next to it is very creepy.
Yeah, fair enough. That is my half-drunken bottle of whiskey and home hand sanitizer. That's sort of jizz-colored.
Why do you need home hand sanitizer?
That's where I keep it.
Here's what I saw recently in someone's home, which I thought was great. Hand sanitizer in the bathroom.
I guess I like that. I like soap because hand sanitizer is actually like dries out your hands. So I feel
bathroom.
like
But here's the thing: bathroom right next to the door, so it's for your popping out, popping in.
Okay. All right.
Little hand sanitizer, so then you don't have the hand sanitizer. Because my hand sanitizer is in the kitchen, and the amount of times I'm in another part of my house and I just go, "Oh fuck, no!"
Yeah.
The lube was in the kitchen, Baldy.
Obviously,
the lube was in the kitchen where you
We're
get all
talking
horned up from the avocados.
8.5 weeks here, bud. 9.5 weeks.
What parts of that house have you had sex in? Because I was thinking about this. I've only had sex in the two bedrooms. The two bedrooms I slept in.
Only the bedroom I've slept in. This house isn't the kind of, it's not the kind of fun dirty that you want to have sex in other rooms in. It's kind of gross dirty that you just don't ever want to have your naked ass on anything.
What's funny is it's not even that dirty. I haven't been there in a while, but like when we, started hiring a cleaner, it was fine. What it's more is it's just there was a lot of mental health issues in that house for a long time. Had a lot of depressed people.
Buddy, I was on all sides for a while. All sides. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's what you never want to say. John's the most healthy person mentally in that house. You strap the fuck in, everybody. Oh, by the way, also another thing my therapist, he was like very good. He's like, there's nothing wrong with working hard. Sure, you have workaholic tendencies, but you're just committed to success, and that's not a problem. And then I was like, oh, by the way, I like do this with my emotions. And he's like, oh, what? You just are aware of your job, and sometimes you can't be emotional at your job. Nothing wrong with that. And I was like, this guy's nailing it. We're burning through some neuroses.
It feels like a very American therapist as well, where it's like just Protestant work ethic. Just go get it, man. Don't be afraid.
Yeah. Trust your brain. Sometimes the heart defeats you because the heart remembers more than the brain. The brain can see the truth between it. Get going, bud.
Heart's a bitch. That's why the Incans kept taking it out.
He's always dressed in the same way is the only thing that I kind of, but like he was wearing a sweater. It's with this weird thing where I'm like, I wish he would dress differently sometimes, but also the one time he was wearing a sweater, it's all I remember from that session. I don't remember anything else of importance.
Well, how does he dress? Suit?
No, we're talking white button-up shirt a la Falling Down.
Oh, okay. Not the white button-up shirt you're hoping for. That's not a mentally stable man.
I mean, yeah, when you think about it, although Michael Douglas from Falling Down was in touch with himself.
Yeah, but also, I mean, he's on the cover holding a gun, standing on the roof of a car for a reason.
He's standing on concrete in what is now probably one of the more expensive parts of LA. It's so fun watching movies from the 90s living in LA.
Very, very bad luck.
Oh, yes, it's the Lady Darts one again. Fuck yes. You can't hire a cleaner so you can bang in the kitchen. That's right. I mean, I got news for everybody. I have been poor a lot in my life. Here's an indulgence I allow myself. Once every 4 to 6 weeks, I put on a mask and go sit on my roof, and a nice woman named Angela comes and cleans my entire apartment, and I love it. I would give up a meal to keep that going.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Wandering Joy, for the subscription.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Wandering Joy, for that subscription. Wandering Joy, great supporter of the stream. And no, I'm not going to be doing by the way, this hour is the hour I'm developing. So, by the way, if you're going to see it grow and grow and grow, but it's going to be the same hour for a while. So strap in, everybody. You're going to come see it develop. It's not going to be a new hour.
How are you gonna do that with no reaction? How are you gonna do that with muted audience? That sounds insane to me. That sounds so hard.
I literally want to run in sand. I want to say it out loud, reading it. I have a big proponent of you never should live the same year twice. Do you know? Have I ever explained this to you?
No, but I concur with the premise.
The premise is basically don't. It's exactly what it sounds like, which is make it so every year stands out. Do something different in every year. Be vegan for a year. Like every method you try something different. If this is how I've always put my shows together or put an hour of stand-up together, do it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like don't. I've always done it so I wrote most of it in longhand and then kind of rewrote it, accidentally remembering it on stage. Instead of not doing that, I teched a preview for the person that booked you when I teched the gig yesterday. What?
That was very confusing.
Also,
but you're a prick. No comic wants to give an audience member a laugh track control. That's just waiting to be trolled. That's too much power.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No.
So what I instead am going to do is I have a bunch of ideas and premises. It's also, I want to see if I can remember them. I'm doing stand-up in live audiences. I'm not remembering any of my new sort of jokes and premises because I'm not saying it enough. So I went, fuck it, let's do this. It's a small but passionate community we've got going. Any of them that just want to come and sit and listen, that's great. I didn't want to do it on stream because that would be but yeah, he definitely. I knew you're a brick was joking.
Boy, I'm sorry for doubting you, Rick.
But it was more. I just wanted to do so much passion. That's right. I just want to give it a try and see how it works.
Cool.
And
man.
it's also why the fuck not? The internet, there is no rules. I was thinking of just doing it on Fridays as a stream, but I was like, but then people are going to stumble upon it where it's literally, I'm like, the people that I'm also saying, like, it's also one of those things where it's like, it's all people because there's steps to it. I knew like people aren't going to be dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's honest. It's just the silence part that freaked me out, that you'd be reading it into a void, but the void is actually listening. That part confuses me.
Yeah. But I wouldn't also, if I also need to read it out and record it, I wouldn't do that in a vacuum. I wouldn't actually sit down and record it.
Yeah. But I guess, why wouldn't you allow like even just audio? If it's this community, I mean, how good is this community that you would allow them to do laughs?
I mean, maybe. I was more just, I don't want people to feel pressured if it's not funny to laugh.
Okay, fair enough.
Like it's also like it's gonna be like it's literally just fucking I gotta type this shit up after it's fucking done. Like it's doing. Also, never was able to keep up 5 pages a day. If you do 5 pages every second day, but you type up the pages in between, much more manageable, much easier.
And you must get a lot of editing done as you're transferring it to typing.
Yeah, it just shrinks it. I missed it yesterday because of said breakdown, so I have to do both today, which I'm not pleased by. Or I'm just gonna type today and just go, well, you missed a day. What are you gonna fucking do?
I mean, I'm impressed that you're able to write. I still can't. After a year sort of lockdown. I mean, you are going out and doing shows, which would help me, but like I just can't.
It's also,
stand up.
I had some stuff happen.
That's true.
That's the only reason. I continually have had stuff happen. Like I got news for you. America's Got Talent had some bits written about it. Those aren't ever seeing the light of day.
Yeah.
Like,
there have been developments.
Yeah, that's so fucking nuts. I mean, I could tell the story here. Could I? No. How do I say this? I literally have to look at a contract before I can tell the story of the end part of it. I think I have talked about it vaguely in some places. I don't know.
Terry Crews grab your dick? Is that what happened?
No. There was just a funny incident with something that was recorded.
Okay.
That's like there was like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. Like it was just very. The person doing it did not realize what they were doing and didn't realize how it was going to be viewed. And then they clearly had a meeting and were like, "Well, we can't use that." So I was not the person. I was just a bystander to it. But let's just say there's a reason why I don't appear on episode dos.
Wow.
It's not a big reason. It's a very abstract, funny reason
Okay.
that I can tell you. I mean, I'm going to put it in the private chat.
Yes, please. Yes. I mean, I was really wondering why you didn't get a return thing because you crushed it. They all seem to love you. Now, people in the chat, he's writing it out right now. I haven't seen it yet, but you know, you can judge by my face what happened to this poor man. Wow, these ladies are killing it at darts.
And they are doing a great job. I'm going to turn that on so people have something to watch while I type out this T. Oh, I do fucking love Indoor League. Okay, I got to focus.
Ooh, that's a bad miss. Unless she needed 31, in which case she nailed it. Look at this old lady just smoking, chucking it on the floor indoors. She doesn't give a shit. She painted the wall the same purple as her soul.
85 scored though, and that's very consistent scoring. Okay, Bradfield, bang. The Shipley bomber strikes again.
There's a second part, Chris.
So now
Is there?
121 now for
Tell me this is recorded on your computer somewhere.
would bring the highest down.
My part of it is you can. I've watched it.
Very close.
That's the important part. The second part.
Down. Oh, very good throw. Very good throw. He can do so cool. 97. She only needs 212 now. And Brenda Simpson.
Excellent.
Oh my God, he does sound like Partridge Baldy. Let's guess, lizard people. Oh my God, he really fucking sounds like fucking. What I like, by the way, and I've said this before about British television, is British television, unlike American television, you don't have to look good on British television. Hell, you don't even have to look like you slept. Like it's literally like, oh, your hair's too nice. They won't believe you're on television. Can you be a bit more windswept and wet?
Yeah, I love that. It's the last place that I've come across where human beings are on television. Although that being said, even the people like on this show right now, I haven't seen any British people that look like them nowadays. I don't know what happened to their diets or bone structures.
I think it was a little thing. Well, here's the funny thing is all of these people grew up to have children that voted against the European Union, even though the European Union gave all of these things, made sure that these people's children and grandchildren were so much better off. Darts is now a competitive, amazing sport as opposed to where it came from, which is this weird. Oh, fuck you, Brenda Simpson, you piano teacher. 3 points, you prick. You fucking prick.
Ooh, she's going down. This is youthful inexperience here.
It's Kate Bradford now on 128.
Look at this grandma.
Who's your favorite British TV presenter? Mine's Jeremy Paxman. I love him.
I am a terrible immigrant in that I haven't taken part in British culture at all.
It's
I
next
don't
to
watch
him.
any
It's next to
British
him, Paul.
television.
I didn't until like the third year I lived there.
She's keeping way up.
Paxman spilled my pint? Oh, I would like that fucking story.
Let's get him on here.
Baldy, tell what happened? Why did Jeremy Paxman spill your pint? I want you all to know it's taken this long for me to realize if I just remove the shade from that lamp, it's no longer in frame. I want to know everything about this story. Okay, what do you think it is? Clive Anderson count? 100% counts. I'm going to give you Clive Anderson Strobo Hobo.
Yeah, Clive Anderson's great.
He is fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, I
loved him.
remember-
I loved him when there was an alleged incident at a Chortle Awards.
I loved that. I was about to bring up the fact that I in no way wanted to tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent. He was really funny.
Supposedly. Wait, were you? Oh yeah, you were at those Chortle Awards that I was not at.
Yes.
I always forget that you were there for that whole thing.
I watched the whole thing not happen. And no, I loved it. It was because he kept telling jokes, even though comedians did not want to hear them. He kept doing bits the whole show and refused to relent, and I respect the hell out of that.
It's not that good. It was an outdoor bar at the Pleasance. He just banged into me because he wasn't looking. I
Did
mean,
he
that
apologize?
Yeah, did he apologize? Did Paxo apologize? I hope
Very
he did.
important. This is his reputation on the line now, Baldy. How does this
Yeah,
man
yeah.
hold
Okay,
himself?
okay, but wait, before you tell us, Baldy, Chris, what do you think? I think
I think
I love Jeremy Paxton. I'm saying no apology.
No, I think he didn't even notice.
That's what I think it is. I don't think he knows that he did this. I think if I was sitting with Paxo, which fuck, that'd be good if I was. I could have a beer with that man. I would talk to him about Russell Brand for 2.5 hours.
I feel like they're not fans of each other.
I mean, don't you remember the Jeremy Paxman Russell Brand interview?
No, I told you I don't watch British television.
But it was newsworthy. It was a whole fucking thing.
Nope, never even heard of it. I should watch British television. They make a bunch of good stuff, but iPlayer isn't on PlayStation, and so too bad.
Hey, get Brenda. What?
I don't know. David's in an interesting place tonight. I'm not sure where his mind's at.
What the fuck is this logo? Is that a man's bum? Get in, Brenda. Oh, he was talking about the person who just fucking won darts.
Oh shit! Good for you. Sorry, David. That's on our.
I can't believe you. Welcome, Richard Wright. Welcome, Richard Wright. I can't believe you haven't seen the Jeremy Paxman Russell Brand interview. Like, you're gonna remember. We're gonna watch it right now.
Cool.
What's interesting in it is Russell Brand in no way talks about how he treats women.
Well, he has so many opinions. How can he get in the truth?
I mean, yeah. Like, bear in mind, this is how fucking crazy it is. This is the Newsnight feed, and they even say Brand versus Paxman.
Who are you to edit a political magazine?
Well, I just suppose like a person who's been politely asked by an attractive woman.
Oh, Rusty. Don't like how you said women. You are a creeple, Rusty Rockets. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You have a scarf and weird shoes.
This has immediate R. Kelly Gale vibes, right?
This is such an inside fucking point, and it's so fucking funny. Paul Foot's way of talking. Yeah. Greetings.
I don't know people that edit political magazines. Boris, he used to do one, didn't he? So I'm a person with crazy hair, quite a good sense of humour. Don't know much about politics.
Interesting treatment of women on both fronts.
I'm ideal.
But is it true you don't even vote?
Yeah, no, I didn't vote.
Well, how do you have any authority to talk about politics?
How do you not remember? This was there were so many fucking shit annoying British comedians doing like, oh, don't tell me you don't vote, like Brand. You know what I mean? You know how fucking English people do that thing where something happens and they literally like just say it like it's Watergate, like it happened in a real country.
What year did this happen? When was this?
2014.
So 7 years ago. Nope. Missed it. Just missed it completely. I have no memory of this whatsoever. The last Russell Brand interview that I knew happened was his WTF episode 12 years ago.
Does anyone else know what the people in Britain, you remember this? This was a thing that people talked about.
Well, I don't.
Look at Jeremy, just so fucking relaxed, arms slung over the fucking chair. Why? Because if he had the fucking ability to use it, he would have slapped Brand in his fucking scarf head.
He clearly came in hating this guy. Like,
yeah, as all people should when dealing with one perform. Yeah, I remember the Ed Miliband. Oh yeah, that was right after this. The Ed Miliband chant. People were tweeting the sentence. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Oh, I remember him telling people not to vote. Is that this interview?
Yeah, that's this interview.
Oh, I remember him doing that. I just thought that was like an ongoing thing. I didn't realize that Paxman gave him that.
I mean, I like that you called him Paxman, like he's a superhero.
Look elsewhere for alternatives that might be of service to humanity. Alternate means alternate political systems.
They being?
Well, I've not invented it yet, Jeremy. I had to do a magazine last week. I've had a lot on my plate. But here's the thing that it shouldn't do. Shouldn't destroy the planet. Shouldn't create massive economic...
I'm going to say this right now. If you want the planet not to be destroyed, you need to vote for candidates with a green agenda. You long-haired, alleged sex criminal.
He's specifically asking, what should they do then? Like, what is this political system? How should they engage?
Yeah.
And then Brand doubled down on what they shouldn't do.
Very good polemic point. Very fucking definitely married to an academic point. Oh, God. Yeah. Don't answer a should with a shouldn't. Yeah. Very good fucking point. Oh, What a dirty fuck. I don't. You know what, guys? I hope everyone sat down. I don't care for Russell Brand.
That's shocking. I can see you guys arm in arm in the baseball diamond singing, Janis Joplin tunes.
What terrible baseball game are we going to at this? Is it a baseball game or just in a baseball diamond?
Oh no, it's 3 a.m. You're hammered.
Oh, my baseball diamond.
Yeah.
No, he's not welcome at the Finsbury Park baseball diamond. I shouldn't.
David Hoare, don't sully the diamond.
Yeah, damn right. I love, by the way, so much that it's become a thing that Canadian comedians drink on the street because I am directly the reason for that. That is my I'm emailing bookers to try and come to England in December, and when I do, I'm making Tom Tuck drink with me on the street.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. And he'll thrive. Of course he'll thrive.
I don't care for homeless John Long either. I don't know who John Long is.
Wow.
But who's John Long? That's fun.
John Long. I mean, for me, John Long is an open micer, but he might be working now.
Live stream it. Absolutely. You can drink indoors, boy. Yes, but not. But I like to drink indoors until all of those places close, and then you can just be outdoors. Also, if you're outdoors, this is very much the logic of my family. You're getting fresh air, so it's not as unhealthy.
100%. You're getting out. You're going for walks.
And if you're a smoker, that's a real opportunity to smoke a full packet of cigarettes.
Right next to a 24-hour shop that will sell you more cigarettes.
Yes, and for no reason at all, that off license has that fun conveyor belt. Do you know the one I'm talking about? God, I hope that one still exists.
Oh, the Cypriot one?
Yeah, the one because the one at Manor House will close.
Yeah.
But then that one shines.
Yeah, it's like a 7-inch conveyor belt.
Yeah. Cigarettes, but outside. Exactly. None of this wasting time walking outside. Fucking have at it right there and then. I gotta say, you know what's really easy? Doing a live stream, not when you're having you're at a mental health crossroads. Yesterday was really running in mud, and I have to give Chris Betts credit for kind of guiding me through because boy.
You were great.
I mean, I just remember thinking as I was hitting go live, I remember thinking, well, just don't cry. I thought that too. I thought that today too, but for a very different reason.
I thought today might not happen actually. I talked about it I had a great afternoon stream. We solved some mysteries. And during it I was like, I know John's going to therapy right before a stream. He might be a raw nerve. So there's a good chance.
Oh, if you think, buddy, I live streamed. There's a mega stream that's now long gone that I literally stop in the middle and go to couples therapy with my suit. Like it was the day before. It was either the day before I got divorced or that day. Like I literally, like it was. I know because I've seen many a streamer cry. I'm gonna need to see videos of streamers crying. I thought there was no crying in live streams. Can we talk about how good that fucking movie is?
Which one?
League of Their Own.
Oh, League of Their Own. Sorry.
Boys Don't Cry. Whoa, you have a real different vibe. That's so. Yeah. I think all streamers should be beaten to death in a parking lot.
Oh, TOS, Tears of Service.
David Hoare with a fucking outside fucking shot of being Governor General of the street. I'm gonna head off as I'm up early. Look after yourselves. You're a brick.
Take care, you're a brick. Pleasure as always.
Big water cheers for you, my friend. If you also don't think I'm coming to England at Christmas and drinking exclusively out of this thing, do you understand how angry this is going to make people on the tube? Do you know how fun this is? It's worth the trip right now. If I got on this on the fucking Piccadilly, people would shit themselves with rage. It will be just coming in from Heathrow. I'm just going to...
I want you to like nudge him as well and point at the hour.
With a nap, and I'm going to be chugging. I'm going to be doing it stood up, knapsack still on my back. Fuck you. You're taking up the space of two people. Yeah, get more trains.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
You're a monster. That's the divorce talking, John. This isn't who you are.
No, it's not. That's who I've always been. I've always felt it's so. Do you know how wet the tube is? And every time you have to take your backpack. Oh, good. Let's get the part of this thing that's going to then touch my body definitely wet. Let's make sure that can get definitely wet. What you're a bartender. If I walked up to a bar and just went, "Hi, I would like a single malt whiskey, but I would like it in this, please."
I'd laugh and then not charge you.
Yeah, but you got to find a fun bar. Yeah,
That's a power move.
Don't fuck. Yeah, guess what I am now? I've been through fucking therapy. I'm a fucking alpha.
Oh my god.
Are you
going to become more confident?
I mean, I'm not that confident. I'm just very tall.
No, you're also very like, you're very you come across as very confident.
This is the problem. I come across very confident, and then sometimes I'm having a panic attack, and people just think I'm an asshole. I remember someone, literally a former Evelyn Mock, at a gig. I was literally about to have a full bath, like need to go to the bathroom, and she went, "Man, you're so confident before shows," and I just said, "Oh, really?" Because I was just picturing my own death, and she was just like, "What?"
Maybe you just hold it in. You're actually stoic, like British people wish they were.
Yeah, I'm from Scottish people. The Scottish people are actually stoic. What happened to your house? It burned down. Oh, when? 30 minutes ago. Well, why are you at this bar? I was thirsty. That's a nation right there. That's holding it the fuck in. Why don't we all just leave and not live next to our mortal enemies? No, fuck that. We'll stay. And
This
not
is our
even
land.
build that wall.
They'll leave one day. This whole England fad.
I'm so happy, by the way, that I was finally able to use that. Oh, you're very confident. No, I'm just tall. Because that does not work as stand-up, and I've tried to get that to work as stand-up a lot.
One day it will. That's a framing. It's a framing issue.
Yeah, maybe.
Everything that is funny but doesn't work is a framing issue in my mind.
The fact that you don't need to tip the water bottle adds to its appeal. Syrupy, you 100% are correct. You know how much more fun it is to drink just like a gentleman? Just
It does look extra silly, you sipping out
it's
of this.
so good. I love this thing so fucking like. But like this is coming to the Edinburgh Festival when that's a festival, and it is going on just. Look at you undignifiedly showing me the bottom of your bottle, not me. Uh-oh.
Let me
Perfect
move for you.
hydration.
Yeah.
Perfect hydration.
I gotta say I'm a little jealous now because my bottle's empty now. So
Buy one of these.
there you go. There you go.
How fun would it be?
Bottle buds. I'm actually gonna fill it up. You watch a sex pest talk to Paxman.
All right.
Shouldn't ignore the needs of the people. The burden of proof is on the people with the power, not people like doing a magazine.
How do you imagine the people get?
By the way, thank you,
Well,
Jeremy,
I
you
think
human fucking husky, Jeremy. Just ask me those questions, Jeremy.
Generations.
By being voted in.
Well, you
That's
say
how
that,
they
Jeremy,
do it.
but
You
like
can't
it-
even be asked to vote.
It's quite
Thank
a
you,
narrow,
Jeremy.
quite a narrow
No.
restrictive parameter that changes within the
In a democracy, that's how it works.
Yes, 100%.
very well, Jeremy. Given that the planet is being destroyed, given that there is economic disparity of a huge degree,
Said it once and I've said it 1,000 times. Power structures will. Chris would be a real man and drink whiskey from that jug. I don't have that much whiskey. Has that bottle become John's new wife? Yeah, everyone's coming around on the water bottle. I got to tell you, I'm glad a grown up is talking to Russell. I don't think he talks to enough people who's know he hears. I 100% agree. I don't think he hears very many to any knows, even though I'm sure a lot have been directed towards him allegedly, supposedly, allegedly. Now, Chris, we're 44 minutes in. I don't know if you saw. We're going to play a game in a little bit. We can watch more of this, or we can go directly to one of our two games we're going to play.
Oh, game. I don't want to watch this, asshole.
All right, sweet. Okay, the game we're going to play is I'm going to go on the website Cameo. And you, my friend, are going to guess how much for the celebrities.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm in. Yeah.
Because I've done this with the chat, but this can be like Price is Right. I'm Bob Barker. and you're everyone who's come up from the audience. And much like everyone who's come from the audience, you've got headphones and you're tired.
Yay! And the chat can give me Chris would be a real man and drink whiskey from that jug. Thank you, King Geo.
How do you
Oh,
know,
you're gonna love the interview I did with Jeremy Taggart today. It was so good.
Oh, how is Jeremy Taggart? I wonder if Jeremy Taggart's on Cameo. I bet you he's not.
I don't think he is. He's such a nice guy and just had like great stories and was just like, Ray Maida and I haven't spoken since I left the band. And that's that. And that was the only time he kind of clammed up. The rest of the time he told us everything.
Why? What's the deal with Rain Maida?
Ray Maida sounds like kind of a douche. Just like a rich kid asshole.
But like, and so did we get the information on what happened with, like, were they just a boy band that was formed by someone, or was it like they were friends and organically kind of put together?
So none of them knew each other before the band, but they weren't put together necessarily, but they were like assembled in the sense that it was 4 musicians who did not know each other. And he said that caused a lot of problems when they were. Elijah Wood is on Cameo. Why does he need Cameo money?
I'm going to assume he's raising it money for a charity.
I hope so, because otherwise this is really depressing.
This is why this is a fascinating game. So, is he raising money for charity? And also, how much would he charge so that it's worthwhile for charity?
Oh wow, Baldy coming in hard, $1,000. Jesus, I always wanted to be on Price is Right. I can hear the roar of the crowd.
Isn't this
see the
fun?
lights.
I thought that I was like, we need to have some segments because what it was yesterday. I was like, it would have been better if we had some go-to stuff for me to like. We can just
Throw
do this,
to.
throw
Yeah.
to. So I was like, what are we going to do? And I was like, boom, here we go. Alan
Hey, Alan.
RFO, welcome aboard, Alan. Strumbo Hobo, $250. 400 from Poppy, 300 from David Hoare, although pounds, not this is USD, but we'll allow it. $1,000 from Baldy. I'm going to need an answer, Chris.
Oh man, okay. Now, bearing in mind,
And by the way, we don't do over under exact. It's got to be the exact number.
okay, I've never played this game before. I'm going by the crowd here. The average seems to be mid-level hundreds. I'm going to go with 450.
We're going for $50, ladies and gentlemen.
God, I hope it's for fucking charity.
The answer is
President of Bonjo, 20 pounds.
300.
300. Who said? Someone said 300. Someone nailed it.
David Horth nailed it. You got 300.
David Hoare. Look at this guy.
But here's the thing: we don't see. Also, it's so fucked up. You can do 4 interest repayments of $75 with a firm. What the fuck?
Oh my God, guys, don't go into debt over a cameo from
Over
Elijah
a
Wood.
cameo. It also does not seem to be for charity.
Oh, Mr. Wood. I mean, that is really, really like you need a better money manager, man. You can't.
Or he just wants more money. The other thing is what you also
Did
realize.
he have 1,000 of them come in?
Here's 1,000. He's done 1,000 of these.
He's made $300,000 off cameo.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Sorry, you were saying something. That just blew me
It's
the
so
fuck
much
away.
money.
That's insane.
He made what I made in 2020 from Cameo. All right, let's go for.
It's like when Abed went into debt with the celebrity impersonators, and they all had to do a party for him. You don't watch Community, do you? So you don't have that.
No, I don't have that, and I'm fine with that.
That's all right. I mean, you got to let love in one of these days.
I don't. Nor do I want to.
Ah, it's just so nice.
Yeah.
Also, it is surreal to watch Donald Glover then now.
What do you mean?
Well, just because then he was like sort of sweet, clean cut. He's like he's still the guy in Community when Tracy Morgan's giving the speech at his high school, and he goes, "I'm talking to you, clearly gay kid," and Donald Glover goes, "Who told?" Just like a sweet little funny boy. And now he's like, "Oh damn!" And now he's Donald Glover. You know, he's Childish Gambino. He's This Is America. He's Redbone. He's a
Even
goddamn
now,
art.
I'm gonna say this. I liked This Is America, but I didn't think the music video was that stirring. Like people went fucking nuts for it. I was like, this is fine. Song's great.
Song's amazing. It got me when it first came out. I was very impressed. But we've done this before where I don't know as much about film history or theater as you. And so like with Horace and Pete, when I was like, holy shit, and you just went, he's just doing this. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. Horace, whatever. Jim O'Hare played Jerry Gergich on Parks and Rec. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one, I think, because it's one of those ones where he was definitely on a show for a while, but he wasn't the biggest part of the show. You just remember it slowly.
But he's also like an independent distillery where people who buy it really want that exact thing.
Yeah, they want this
Jerry
guy.
Gergich,
Yeah,
you know. So maybe he can ask for more as a result of
great. This is great thinking. This is great thinking.
I wanted to say 90, but he'll round it up. I'm going to go with $100 for Jim O'Hare. I believe in Jim O'Hare.
You're going $90 for Jim O'Hare?
100. I rounded it up. I don't think
You're
he'd
going
do 90.
100?
That feels like a weird
Little
price
Fox
to put on
saying
something.
150. David Hoare also saying 50. Strobo Hobo 35. I think he does autographs if you send an SAE to him. I don't know what an SAE is.
Oh, I don't know either.
Jim O'Hare is
He's the biggest penis I've
175.
ever seen. Ooh, go get it, Jim.
Go on, Jim. Go on, fucking
Go
Jim.
on.
Look at that. 986. $175. 805. He's made some bank, baby.
Good for him. Good for him.
You went above and beyond my highest hopes for my daughter's video. I'm so great. These are all Jerry. Yeah, look, it's all Parks and Rec stuff.
Yeah.
Once in
Yeah.
a lifetime birthday Valentine's Day surprise for her and her gal pals. Also, I am so sorry I'm this guy. That character was not involved in any of the Valentine's Day shenanigans, so it's actually weird that you would get her.
Yeah.
to do it. Just saying.
Unless,
Also-
I mean, what if he's singing eggs, bacon, and toast?
Goddamn fucking that is such a good. I fucking love that show. That's my community. That show is so fucking good.
That's also my
Eggs,
community.
bacon, and toast.
Eggs,
Bacon and toast. Start your day the Gergich
Gergich
way
way
with
with eggs,
egg, bacon, and toast.
toast.
What do you think of this one? This one's shocking that he's just here. What the fuck? This, and by the way, I don't think this is for charity, and that's crazy.
But he's the one. It was Mayweather that fought McGregor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does things just for money. I'm gonna say $1,000. I bet it's insane.
You going to
500. I'm gonna go 500. I think 1,000.
500?
No, 500.
3K. Yeah. Let's raise this. Times 2 Elijahs, $2,000. So you're going 500?
I feel like now I'm
350.
fucking
Yeah, wait,
lowballing.
500.
Everyone else is jumping in with the thousands. How is it? Who can afford that much that can't just meet Floyd Mayweather?
I mean, do you want
I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna say 1,500.
1,500?
I'm gonna say 1,500 now because people are going crazy in the chat.
Final answer?
Final answer.
$999. You're so close with 1,000.
I love that he rounded it down by $1 to make it feel like a deal.
Isn't that fun? I had the exact same thought. Little Fox was the closest, I think, with 700.
Floyd Mayweather. I mean, if you're going that big, make it a statement, make it a grand, make people be like, yes, he's worth 1,000.
Floyd Cheapweather, more like, hey,
Oh,
Floyd Weather, I'm going to say this. He should go down as history's greatest boxer, but too good of a businessman because he just waits for his opponents to be weak and then so he can beat them to keep his record alive. That's why boxing is shit right now.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's no good because it was, I mean, back in the day, you jumped up spots, fought all over the place. You couldn't avoid Muhammad Ali. He's scared of me. He's scared of me.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He said that about everyone all the time.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's beaten everyone. I mean, the Pacquiao thing is bullshit. He just waited until Pacquiao was super old, and then he was like, well, now I can beat this old man. It's like, that's not how boxing's supposed to be, like how Tyson Fury does it. You're a psycho weird kid that was raised in poverty and taught to fight. You get all of your fame, and then you lose your mind. That's what I'm looking for.
Any chance Tyson does more fights after that weird old man bout that he had?
Mike Tyson? 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. Like, if you Mike Tyson has made his of all the people that bounce back after just losing fortunes, I think Mike Tyson is my. Mike Tyson is also my. Oh, Chris has just muted himself.
Oh
See-
yeah, I was coughing. I didn't
Oh,
want
okay.
it to come up. Yeah.
Just do what I do and just full sneeze into the microphone. Mike Tyson Kid. What was I going to say?
Alan's funny.
I like
I
to
like to
think
think
that I
of
was doing that.
doing cameos to save money to earn Mayweather cameos.
I think this one is going to be a real interesting one. I don't think anyone's going to be able to. This one's going to be a tough guess. Oh, do.
Can you find some people that we know on here? Because there are people that we know on here.
Are there?
There absolutely are. I mean, our agent put out a call at the start of lockdown being like, everyone get on Cameo. So
there's someone I know. There's someone I know.
price is
Yep.
insane.
Yep. I found someone I know. Wonder.
Excellent.
What do you think?
Is Morgan Reese on it? I don't think so. That would be great though. Lisa Loeb. What was her song?
No idea.
I mean, I remember her,
I
but
just
how much of
remember
it
her
is just the glasses?
I just remember her from being like, she's hot. It's the 90s.
She was that 90s hot as well, the bookish 90s hot.
All right, we're getting to it now. I have found some real. Ooh.
Lisa Loeb, 150. Final answer.
You're going 150?
I'm going 150. I believe in Lisa Loeb. I think her fans are still dedicated. This is the Lilith Fair crew. There's a lot of lesbians, a lot of extra money going around. Lisa Loeb.
I'm really finding some fun ones here. King
Geo just throwing
which is 14 too
shooting
much.
darts.
Oh my God! What are you?
Fucking Lisa Loeb.
She's saying I missed you. I know her after a Swift Goose. So what are you saying for Lisa Loeb? One more time.
Oh, thank you, David. I immediately heard 150, please. I immediately heard the melody to that.
What is it? 150?
Yes, please.
129.
I'm happy with that. We're getting in. We're getting closer. We're honing in. I can
all right.
guess a person's worth by looking at them. What an exciting skill to have.
Who do you know that's on here? Name some people that you know that are doing just because it's yeah. There's some good ones now. Oh, now we're in the muck.
I'm not sure who followed through. That's the thing.
I mean, it's some really interesting ones. It's also like who you get when you type in British comedian. I'm not typing in London. Actually, I'm going to type in Mock the Week and see what I get. If any of these people come up.
Oh, David,
No.
that's an American pricing trick.
Which?
He's
Oh, yeah,
asking
'cause-
what's with the dollar less round down? It makes it psychologically, it makes it seem like it's actually $10 less.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
people
yeah.
only really register the first two numbers.
Yeah, it's a real fucker. Much like, we have a bunch of options to check. I don't know if you know this. I mean, all right, we'll start with this guy's. I don't actually know if you know this guy. Oh,
I
good.
know this guy.
How much do you think he commands?
Oh, buddy, he was on the Liar Liar show. Remember?
He
Advertised.
was on the Liar Liar show. Oh,
Yeah,
great!
he
I'm glad that I
was.
brought him up. That's very fun.
He was great. I remember I was just about to get to know him, and I was really looking forward to him because I really admired his stand-up, and I thought we'd get along. And then a beautiful woman came over and asked me to have sex with her, so I left. And to this day, I've never really got to hang out with Matt O'Brien.
What happened to that beautiful woman?
We saw each other for a while, and we're still on good terms. She's married now.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
she's a cool lady. Matt, 25, and even then, it feels ambitious.
Going 20. I paid $15 to keep him on the stream, so $15. Oh yes, you did, Baldy. Yes, you when he was super high during the Georgia election night. And Chris can look them up and down and gauge their teeth and hips and set a price. A beautiful one came over and asked me to have sex. Was that the only question she asked?
Yeah.
That's right. Was that the only question?
Yeah, I
Had
mean,
you
what she
had
said was, "Do you want to come back to my place and play video games?" But we both knew what she meant.
Yeah, there's no video games.
No,
I mean, sometimes there are just video games, which, by the way, I'm also I'll be like,
also
oh,
great. Yeah,
Still pretty fun. Just gotta tell you. Matt O'Brien, you're going 25?
25.
Oh, it doesn't fucking have it. Hang on.
Matt, you coy bitch.
You fuck. Where it was here before.
Oh, Kevin McDonald.
I mean, that gave away some. Oh, damn it.
Text Matt O'Brien right now to find out how much he costs on Cameo because we need to know.
He's in the middle of driving cross country during COVID, and I know he's very stressed, so I'm not going to do that.
Tweet him then. Tweet his wife. She'll know. She's in the passenger seat.
I mean, if we can find out that information, I will find that information out by tomorrow, theoretically.
Okay. But it would have been great if there were.
I mean, I think I just want to figure out what you think this is going to be. I see what it is. Is if you find it that way, you can see what the price was. Hang on. Oh, because a bunch of them aren't there anymore. Oh, this is interesting. All right, hang on.
Who's Dan Barry?
Dan Barry?
Richard's talking about Dan Barry, and his Cameo price is $750, and Alan is saying that's heartbreakingly low. But I don't know who he is. Oh,
Yeah,
a wrestler. Wrestler Dan Barry?
No idea.
Sorry, Richard.
Yo, what the hell, Richard? Hang on. I just misspelled British comedian. I just need to bring this up so I can... Yeah. All right, great. Okay, we can do this. We can fucking do this. I now have their prices.
Attaboy.
Okay, so some of these people have stopped, but I still have the price that they were doing it at. Boom. What do you think this guy was charging?
Oh, my God. The face of betting. He has 7 fans. So that means it was too expensive. 30.
This is so fucking good. I want you just to read that. David Hoare right there is the Governor General of the stream for tomorrow.
Governor General,
That
congratulations.
Fucking amazing. We were naming it an hour in. We still have a bunch more content to come. That is fucking all the way there. Also, should
Top
we
notch.
announce Thursday that we're going to go for a super long time? I think we're going to go from about between 8 and 9 my time, somewhere in that hour. We're going to start in the morning, and we're going to go for 6-7 hours. We're going to do a big long stream on Thursday.
Thursday, cool.
So please send any bits or any fun stuff on Discord. We're going to do ourselves a mega stream. If you can get a cameo from Lloyd Griffith, does he promise Rod Gilbert will be in it? What if someone else metaphorically destroys him at Tekken? All right. I'm liking that the British comedy one. There's just some really good. There's some heartbreakers in this coming up here. This one I really enjoy because he's not even good at what he's doing. I think this is my favorite one.
Oh, did we find out how much Lloyd was charging?
Oh, $13. He's $13.
13. Okay.
Lloyd is 13.
Jesus.
I don't think you've gotten one yet. Also, he looks like Beethoven and not British Boris Johnson.
Yeah. Or like, actually, honestly, he looks like a woman. He looks like a cranky teacher.
True.
Can you zoom out a little bit so I can read the rest of his bio? Is it possible to do that without showing the price?
I mean, we're going to find out. This isn't an actual game show, so who gives a fuck?
As seen on Look Like Season 2 and The Last Leg. I've been Boris Johnson impersonator for more than 9 years professionally. Now I've done quality scripted cameo recordings.
Oh, God, that's awful.
What do you think that means when he says professionally? 9 years.
I mean, he's gotten some money over the last 9 years to do this. He's appeared on television. He has an agent. Someone at Red 24 picks up his phone calls.
Ouch. But he's not living off this Boris Johnson thing, right? There's no way someone does that.
How much for Jedward? Is Jedward on fucking
I
Cameo?
guarantee Jedward. This guy, 12.
You're going 12?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to know something right now. 42.
Fuck you.
42.
11 fans. Good.
14
That's not
14
many.
people.
Good. Good. I'm happy with that.
That is good quality fun. Now this one pulled at the old shirt and curlies for old John Hastings. I'll tell you that much for free. This one was brutal. Check this fucking shit out right here. No, I just fucking showed you who it was. Did you see I think the chat's up, but I think you were looking down. Did you see how much he is?
No, I did not.
Oh, this was covering it. Oh, yes.
I mean, James Vanderbeek, poor guy. Apparently, he was very good as Diplo. I didn't watch that series.
What show is that?
He did a series for Vice where he played Diplo. It was like Diplo's life story.
I don't know. Who's Diplo?
DJ.
Good. I hate him.
He also played himself in Jane Silent Bob.
Yes, he did. He also played Rocky in that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers trailer that they should have made that as a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. That was fucking amazing. Also, Dawson's Creek is a joy, and anyone who comes at me about it can fuck off. That show was amazing.
I hate it because I was born in Dawson Creek, and as a result, I have to put up with a lot of questions every time.
I didn't see so 99. Poppy 3 saw it 100%. Okay, good. Thank you for not ruining it, Poppy. Way to not be the internet, Poppy 2323. Get on with it. I don't want to wait. Oh, fuck you. Oh, that's good. That is good. Classic clean.
Oh, I froze. Am I back?
Yeah, you back? Am I back? What the fuck happened? Oh,
Oh, John, you froze. I didn't freeze.
yeah. Pick up the pace.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we're doing very well today. We're having a good time. No, do not boot yourself. Oh, great fucking quote. Very fucking, yeah.
Well, yeah, correct. Although, I mean, Katie Holmes in that show, I was a big fan as a young man.
I was always more of a Michelle Williams man myself. Still am.
Fair enough.
That type of character, like she's a wayward street girl, but a heart of gold. Like, go on. You seem like you have complex emotional issues. My name's also that.
Yeah. I grew into that one day, but as a young man, all I wanted was like a 1950s version of A Girl Next Door.
I wonder if someone from Bonnie M is on here. Bonnie M. Also, by the way,
Boney.
if you don't think I've had Daddy Move stuck in my head all day, you guys don't fucking know me at all.
Daddy Cool. It's not Daddy Move by Bonnie M. It's Daddy Cool by Boney.
I don't know. I haven't listened to it. I've just been walking around going, "Who daddy?" I mean, also if you put in,
Starship Goldfish. Thank you for following. Hello.
welcome Starship Goldfish. Thank you so much for following Starship Goldfish.
Yay.
Welcome to the Misters.
Woo! If you haven't watched Starship Goldfish, by the way, check it out. I know who that is.
Do I know who that is?
And I don't think you met him. He makes cartoons. Specifically, made a cartoon called Starship Goldfish that you can check out. I think the episodes are on YouTube right now, and they're so good. Really, really cool sci-fi cartoons. Highly recommended.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, he's great. He's just a great guy. Woo!
All right. Welcome, Starship Goldfish. Do we want to play our other game I thought of?
Hold on, I need to know James Vanderbeek's price.
Oh, shit.
$75. Because you said this one got you by the short and curly, so I feel like it hurt your feelings. So I'm gonna lowball it.
It just hurt my feelings that Dawson is still doing it. He's having to be on Cameo. He's $300.
300. Okay.
300 with 567 fan club members and 200. Like he's made fucking bank.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep playing this or do you want to play the other game?
Other game.
Okay, the other game is Stump the Bartender, which is me or the chat name cocktails, and you have to tell us if you know what goes in them and how to prepare it.
All right, cool. It's I'm pretty rusty these days, but I can approximate most. So
can you give us
just
a quick history of
start with something easy. Let's work it in.
Yeah. Can you give us also a quick history of you as a bartender?
Sure. When I was 19 years old, I moved, or when I was 18, I moved back to Canada after traveling through France and everything. I got bored, emailed a friend of mine in England, specifically Brighton, said I need to get out of here. And he said, come over in 3 weeks. I got you a job and an apartment. And I took over his job at a bar called Quad in Brighton, which was like a cocktail family Italian place. And from there, I fell in love with the idea of cocktails. I worked at a bar that won best cocktail offering, best bar team when I was there, called Blanche House. It was like a little 30-person bar in a hotel. I was named Bartender of the Year in 2005, maybe. I've been flown all over the world to different distilleries to either compete or represent, or just they wanted me there because they wanted me to be part of the face of their company. I was sponsored by an Italian liqueur for a while. I'm very good at it.
Very good. Yeah, a quality bartender, and it also means you never know when he's drunk.
Yeah, I had to
I'm
keep
on-
it together. Yeah, thank you, Diamond. That's coming.
Which liqueur? Great question, Baldy. Great fucking background too. Also,
Tuaca, Tuaca, which was at the time the biggest selling spirit in Brighton. It outsold vodka.
it certainly is Starship.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard. Hemingway breakfast. What is that?
I don't know what a Hemingway breakfast is. I know that Hemingway daiquiri is a regular daiquiri times 2 with grapefruit juice and I think a little bit of cherry in a blender.
Can you tell me what what is in a daiquiri?
Yeah, just rum, lime, sugar. Nice and simple.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. It's one of the test cocktails that we would use to see how good a bartender was, like if we were trying to hire someone. Where because it's only 3 ingredients, there's nowhere to hide, and so you had to get the balance exactly right. So to make a good daiquiri, you actually have to be a good bartender.
And what makes it a good? What makes it a good daiquiri? Exactly. Like what makes it a good tobacco?
Not too sharp, not too sweet, not too heavily rum. It's about finding exactly the right balance. It's like a daiquiri is like, you know, those piles of rocks that people do on the beach.
Yeah.
Everything has to work together. They all have to be complementing the flavors without overpowering each other.
Great question coming in from Baldy. Tequila Sunset. How do we make a tequila sunset?
Oh shit, I've never even heard of that. Tequila Sunrise, I know, obviously, but
He might mean tequila sunrise. So let's.
I feel like Baldy's better than that. But sorry,
let's
Demi
find
Gibbs are saying absinthe, white rum, lime juice, Angostura bitters, actual marmalade. Fair enough.
He meant sunrise. He meant sunrise.
Oh, sunrise. Fair enough. That was what I think. That's just tequila, orange juice, and grenadine. Memory serves.
What was it? Tequila grenadine?
And orange juice. Yeah, and so the grenadine as it falls creates this like sort of red wave that looks like a sunset going down over the beach.
Quick question, and this is coming in. You can still stick around and watch Richard Wright if you want to, because we're going to chat about. So you're a bartender in Brighton. What is the number one drink you should never like people get pissed off you order at a cocktail bar?
Oh, at the time it was a mojito for sure, because I remember being 4 deep at a bar. So it's like 4 people waiting per, and then like spread out all across.
Okay.
So it's a 4 deep, 6 around, 24 people all crammed in, and mojito takes a minute and a half to make, maybe, if you want to make it properly. And people were just like, oh, 12 mojitos, oh, 15 mojitos, and it just slows everything the fuck down.
That's
Because
so many mojitos.
It's about like you throw in the sugar cubes, crush up the sugar cubes. You throw in the lime, you crush up the lime. You throw in the mint and then more lime. You crush that up. You pour in the rum. Then you fill the glass with crushed ice. You churn all that together. You top it up with crushed ice. You top it up with soda. You have to put a mint sprig, a lime wedge in, and a straw, and then you put it in, and that's just one. It's so many steps.
And then they order a Guinness after you've made them all.
Yeah. Yeah. At the very last second. Oh, can I have a Guinness as well, please?
And you
But
can't
like
say no.
and a baby Guinness.
This is coming in from Little Fox 9. 1 liter 7-Up, 1 Mickey of Sourpuss, 1 Mickey Malibu rum, 1 Mickey Raspberry Bacardi equals the 11th. What the fuck is that?
Is that the 11th hour because you're about to die?
No, that's so fucked up. And you can't say no. Yeah, this is the thing. You can't say no. Order a beer and fuck off, you cunts. Hey, performing nerd. Yeah,
Hey,
shut up.
welcome to the stream, performing nerd. Good to see you, man.
Baldy 3 has just been told to shut up by the performing nerd. I don't know why, but I like it.
They're friends.
So, ouch. Yeah, come on, man. Don't violate the terms of the chat.
By the way, who is this like ghost face that everyone's got next to their things?
Yeah, I don't know whose emote that is. That's
It's
someone's.
an interesting one.
Might be yours. Here's my question for you. Okay, how do you make a gimlet?
Oh, a gimlet is lime. So it's gin, lime cordial, and then depending on how you make it, like a squeeze of fresh lime juice. A gimlet is super underrated and is goddamn excellent. And it's associated with the Navy because they obviously needed to get all their vitamin C, but it could be tough to get like enough lime juice. And so what they would do is throw in lime cordial because that lasts forever. It's really simple and really good. And it was my mentor's favorite cocktail. And he's a hell of a bartender.
Is he still a bartender? Are any of the people you bartended with still going? Or are they all done what you've done, which is transition to other things? Because it's a hard fucking life.
Most of them have gone into repping for spirits or are bar owners and managers now. He is a bartender again. He repped spirits for a while, but he went with a small distillery that went under. And he has a family, so he went back to bartending.
It's going to be hard to be a bartender with a family, though. I guess I assume he's doing it at a very high level, so he's not slinging pints behind a fucking Weatherspoons.
No, and actually, to be fair, he's a restaurant bar manager now, so he still does bar shifts of every now and then, but mostly he's a management position man.
Like he's one of those people that kept playing sound alerts even when I was offline, but editing OBS. I mean,
Fair enough.
Fair point.
Yep.
Starship Goldfish, thank you so much for joining the hummus chunks. I'm enjoying this. Sidecar. Tell me how to make a sidecar. Tell me how to make a fucking sidecar.
Sidecar is cognac, lemon juice, triple sec. Some people add sugar around the rim because that's not strong, that's not sweet enough for them, but that's because it wasn't made properly. You need to balance the sweetness of the triple sec to the amount of lemon that you put in.
Explain this to me. When you say balance, all of that sort of shit. I've done bar shifts as a caterer, and that was like, open these beers, make these wines. Who wants a rum and coke? And I, by the way, and this is how I ruled as a bartender, if someone was like, give me a gimlet, no.
Yeah. Yep. That's a strong position. I respect that.
It's an open bar. Don't be a prick.
Yeah.
I want a martini. Yeah, well, I want Angie Dickinson to dug my balls. We don't get what we
Why did you become a character in a Bostonian stand-up?
I've been watching The Sopranos, and Uncle Junior really fucking speaks to you when you're in like Uncle Junior is all of us right now in COVID. Like he's just sat in his fucking house, just frustrated and just like, fuck this shit. I'm all about the June man.
That's very funny. Just angry, furious that anyone insinuates that he eats pussy. We've all regressed. We're all becoming more toxic now.
That episode is so good. Just like, yeah. Oh my
Suspicious.
God. Yeah.
Starship Goldfish.
Referring to a reception at a funeral as the after party. Another dark moment in the show.
Starship Goldfish Negroni, because you can make it in the glass. You just pour it over ice, quick stir, orange wedge, out. That's the fastest. That's also like an excellent cocktail.
Oh yeah, I do love a Negroni. Here's another one I just love: Campari and soda.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Zisu's,
oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, fantastic.
Although a straight Campari, what the fuck are you doing? Who's having straight Campari?
Oh, I drink straight Campari.
What?
I love straight Campari. Yeah. I mean, normally like on the rocks, maybe with like a lemon wedge in there, but delicious.
Campari
Delicious.
and soda all day. Campari and soda. Here's another thing I've also realized is being in the performing arts. I'm not used to just having one drink in it. Like, do you understand? Like, I am so used to like, oh, if we're drinking, we're gonna get fucking nuts. Where it's like, oh no, you just have a nice drink.
You know what's funny is I had the opposite when I joined the performing arts because I was immediately broke. When I was bartending, I made a lot of money, and then so you
made a lot of money, but it's also like you have nothing to show for it because you spent it all partying.
Yeah, 100%. But like I could afford to party was the point.
Whereas when I started doing stand up, I couldn't afford to party anymore. So I have never been more used to having one drink and then being done.
It's true, but you do get a fair amount of free beer at a certain point. You get to a certain level, and it's like you want to get drunk at a club, you just get drunk at the club. Like it's just one of those things.
Yeah, but it's also like you don't want to drink during the show because no one drinks during the show anymore and everyone's sharp. And so you might have one during the show, and then after the show, everybody either wants to go home or go back to their hotels. People just don't hang out like they used to. It's like Mike Wilmot, I hang out with after shows, and a couple comics, but nobody gets nuts. But I might just be boring. Maybe people don't like me.
I guarantee you catch a certain Essex resident who shouts a lot. That guy, you can twist his arm pretty easily to be like,
That's true.
like he's on my list of like I will text before to be like, you want to okay.
Not anymore. Dad now.
Is he really?
Dad now. Yep.
I gotta message him.
Yeah,
I
very proud Papa.
guarantee he would still get drunk. He would just get drunk and go home, as opposed to the classic of that guy. That guy will drink all night. He impresses me. It's like he gets down.
And he just brings you home with him.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
the brilliance of it. We're going back to my place. And it's like, you crafty bastards. Your bed is right there.
right there. And in London, no one's home, even if because London tricks you because you're like, well, it's both North London. We'll be right there. And like the amount, I still don't know what I said to a cat. Let's just say there was a time where I was up well into the day, and then I suddenly needed to get home. Like we're talking, it's 9:00. I was in Kensal Rise, and I got into an Uber, and I just said, I got 20 pounds in my wallet if you can get me home in 20, I think I said 30 minutes or less or something. Like it was like a 45-minute drive in traffic, and he went like, boom, got it. And we like drove through Hampstead Heath on those roads, and I remember going up a sheer, and he like, I just heard him go like, gung. Oh, hey, my message is highlighted. I don't get it.
Cool. Someone must have highlighted him in the chat.
Oh, interesting. The F word is way too much.
It said way too much. Is that your stream? Is that your family?
I don't know who Carolyn Cook is.
I don't think I know Carolyn Cook.
I may know Carolyn Cook. The F word is said way too much. Well, yeah.
It's a midnight danger stream, Carolyn. So, I mean, on the normal streams that would be a problem, but tonight, too fucking bad.
Yeah, I mean, hey. Oh, Fartford nougat. People aren't tired of the opinion. What are you going to do? Ooh, we're at 38 views across all platforms. That's very exciting.
Ooh.
No. Go fuck yourself. Well, all right then. What was I going to say? Something amusing.
You were talking about flying through Hampstead Heath with a cab driver, and you don't remember what you said.
I don't remember. But I was home like this. It felt like boom. And like he literally was like, did a good job, and I was like, great. Oh god, and I remember being like, yeah, I'll go back here. We're both North London. It's fine. Forgetting that Hampstead Heath is right in the fucking way, and if you get on the wrong side of that goddamn Heath in London traffic, you could be hours sat in a car, and I needed to go to bed.
Yeah, I mean the number of times that I came out of that Essex comedian's house at like 7 a.m. to get on a bus, and I would sit there and be on the wrong side of the street and watch my bus just leave. And I had another half hour to wait. And I almost cried a couple times in the street. There was a couple if I didn't have a Greg's and a little bit of money, then oof.
So early. It's also nothing is earlier than staying up all night drinking and laughing with friends. And then because the need to go to bed is so quick. This is again another huge vote for the baseball diamond. Because the baseball diamond is relatively close to where I would live and where everyone who I brought to the baseball diamond would live. So, boom, you're home. Some of them lived in my home.
Yeah. And it's like, it feels like a field trip, you know? You're not in your own house. You're not oppressed.
I will say a Greg's is a big pick-me-up, but here's what you never want to do. Go into a train station Greg's in the morning, sober. Oh, that's like walking into an AA meeting wearing like weird megaphone things for sadness in your ears. Like you get everyone's story of hell. Like, oh my God.
Just keywords, incurable.
I remember seeing a guy with
final
one
words
bloodshot
hit
eye in
by
the Greg's in Glasgow, and I never am not thinking about that guy. When I think of hungover people,
One?
isn't that off-putting?
That guy got punched. There's no way. He got something in his eye. That's pink eye.
No, but it was like bloodshot, like from vomiting. It was so fucked up.
Oof. Oof. I don't know who Carolyn Cook is. I'll feel bad if it's someone that I know, but
I think it might be someone I know. I think it's definitely someone I know. Hi, Caroline. Thank you so much for watching.
yeah, we appreciate the watch. I just I feel bad at our foul language. So I found out that the church has sort of seeped into me at some point because I was watching a episode of The Office where Jim and Pam get Cece baptized. And I was thinking about if I had a kid. I don't have a kid. I'm not planning on having a kid. If I had a kid, would I get it baptized? And I was like, no, I wouldn't. And then I felt guilt. I felt guilt at the idea of not having my imaginary child baptized. What the fuck is that?
Foul language. John only says fuck every third word. Well, that's true. All right. Sue Cook relation? No. What was I going to say? Oh, let's do more cocktails. Also, what's the most hungover you've ever been? Do you have
I was taken by Glenfiddich up to Scotland with 7 bartender friends from Brighton. They took us to the distillery and they took us to a castle. We stayed in the castle. When we got to the rooms, there were kilts and full Scottish garb waiting for us. And then once we were all dressed up and we'd eaten dinner and watched some young ladies Scottish dance around swords.
Did anyone else think you were going to say a movie? I was like, we watched the movie Braveheart. And I'd be like, what?
And we cheered at all the right times, and so we were allowed to stay.
Yeah.
They opened these doors and they were just like, go for it. And so
What do you mean?
It wasn't just Glenfiddich, it was Balvenie and other ones that I can't remember right now. But like, I only have half memories from that night. But I remember I had a bottle of Balvenie 21-year-old in my hand, and I'd lost the lid. And I was chasing a friend of mine. I had the little Scottish knife, you know, the one that they have tucked into their belts. There are real words for this.
The thingamajigger. Baldy, help us out. Help a brother out.
Baldy, give us the thing. Sporin. It was like it comes in the sporin, but it's the knife. I was just running full tilt while the rep from Glenfiddich was begging us to come off the roof. I don't remember much. Woke up the next morning so hungover that I could barely move. And then we were supposed to go skeet shooting. That was going to be how we were going to do the next day. So we drank with skeet shooting in mind, where it was like, cool, we'll stand around in a field, we'll shoot some shotguns, it'll be great. But then at the last second, they changed it to ATVing.
That's so fun.
So I drunk drove all over the countryside, and kept having to stop to throw up over the side of my ATV. Got on the plane later. Skindoo.
Yeah, Skindoo is the sporin is the thing in front that covers your catch.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, for people watching not on Twitch, but watching on Facebook and all other mediums, please feel free, if you're enjoying it, to subscribe on Twitch, or you can go to ko-fi.com and donate money to the stream, or you can Venmo me at the John Hastings if you appreciate this and want to donate money, or follow on Twitch, or keep supporting. All very good stuff. So you draw, and I just wanted to throw that out there because we're getting a huge spike of views on Facebook today. Very interesting.
Oh, crazy. All those things are also true for me. And ko-fi.com/Mr. Chris Betts, Mr. Chris Betts.
Be John Hastings, I believe, or just subscribe and all that sort of stuff. So you're hungover, you're driving an ATV, you're throwing up next to the ATV, and then you throw up on the plane. Plane hungover is the worst fucking hangover. I just said the F word again. Sorry, Carolyn. But it's just one of those things where it's an absolute nightmare. If you have an Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account and sub to John for free. Sub to me. Sub to
me.
Sub to one of us, please, for the love of God.
Give us Jeff Bezos's money. Give us all of his money.
This is coming in from Renee Soteleo. Welcome, Renee. The knife is called something similar to Dirk. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, skin Dirk.
Skin do. I didn't just throw up on the plane. They had to continuously bring me barf bags, like throughout the flight for an hour, and then I had to get off the train, or get off the plane, take the train from London to Brighton, and I threw up all over that as well. Got home and sat in between a panicked girlfriend and my younger brother who was living with me in Brighton at the time, and just couldn't move. I was just, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I've never been that hungover in my life.
2 brothers, 1 brother.
One brother.
I always thought your brother was older than you.
No, 3 years younger. I've got an older half sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I drank Skittles vodka for my first exams, finished, and had a date next morning. Oh my God. It took me half an hour to walk 5 minutes to the date's flat. I was so hungover that moving faster than that made me want to throw up. It is the knife, by the way. The date was so upset. I went next door to my mates and threw up in his bathroom for 10 minutes, then went back on the date to the aquarium. Molly, come on.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
really good stuff. My God in heaven. Okay, most hungover I've ever been. Ooh.
Yeah. We really thought I was going to die.
I mean, I was really hungover those times with King Geo WTF at the chalet.
Of course.
One of which I was like, I gotta get some chicken, and I went home and ate so much chicken. It was really good. What's the worst hangover? I don't know. It might have been. It might have been when I took some stuff. That's king shit. Goddamn right it is. I think it might have been when. No, that wasn't that bad of a hangover. Fuck, I don't know. All like my hangovers are all pretty much the same. I think I've never been so fucked up I threw up on a plane. I've like had a panic attack on a plane, which is more nerve-wracking. Pro tip. Oh, Baldy, that's so much of a half of a pint.
Oh, also, a lot of people wonder why you get hangovers. It's dehydration mostly, and sugar is a part of it. So don't drink sugary drinks if you're going to get fucked up, because you'll feel terrible. Sugar is such a huge part of hangovers.
I drank most of the bottle of vodka once. I was doing vodka waters in a pint glass, and I woke up fine.
Yeah.
Like the problem with that is that that's just the problem with that is that you're admitting you're getting drunk to get drunk. If you're actually like, what will make me feel better in the morning? I just always am like, that's too far. You have to live the illusion. Also, if you're a cigarette smoker, it destroys you. You're going to destroy yourself. I played Ring of Fire with 2 bottles of red wine at uni, drank both in an hour and a half, went to bed before we went out. What is Ring of Fire?
I think that's where you guys sit in a circle and you just pass things around. There's rules to it, but I can't remember the rules. But I mean, we did that with, I remember I was at a New Year's Eve party post shift in my hometown, and we were passing around a bottle. There was 6 of us in a circle. We were passing around a bottle of red wine and 2 bottles of gin that we'd half filled with apple juice and 3 joints.
Oh, I know what my worst hangover was.
And just a continuous movement that ended with me falling asleep 3 times during the party. We partied for 3 days that time. The same pizza guy came to us 3 or 4 times. It was great.
I'm a beer whiskey snob. Sometimes talking about Pete and shit, just buzzing on one drink. I think the worst hangover is I went to a stag do in rural England, and we got so messed. We scared like a crew of it was like the comedians, and then this person who was getting married was a comedian. So it was the comedians, and then all of his schoolmates, and it was like, like all the comedians got there. We got to the train station, and I just remember having drinks before we got on the train, and then I had 12 beers. And there was maybe 5 comedians in my bag. And when we got on the train, I just was like, that's not true. I gave a beer out to everyone because I was like, here we go. And we're all having beers on the train, like raw. And then someone else was like, oh, I also have beers. And then suddenly we just had so many beers. Like we were drunk before we got to Bristol. And then we got into cabs to go to where we're staying at a house. And then shit got crazy. Also, even though I'm getting divorced, I never had a bachelor party. Can I just retroactively demand one now?
I didn't have a bachelor party either.
What are we doing? Double bachelor party.
Double bachelor party. Let's create our worst hangover together.
I mean, that's a real dangerous idea. Because here's the thing: it's looking more and more likely Edinburgh is not happening. In that it's not happening. Stop.
It's definitely not happening.
I've never been drunk, but I've walked to get a kebab while I waited for my Chinese to be delivered, and I've eaten the whole tub of Ben and Jerry's on the tube in the morning, Richard.
Those last 3 words do a lot of work.
Holy fucking baseball diamond stag do. Baseball diamond stag do.
Baseball diamond stag too.
What are we doing? I mean, I feel like
Tuck's obviously there.
I need to get to England before you guys move so we can get drunk in that baseball diamond one more time. But I think we have to invite Richard. But I also don't want to, because I feel like Richard might be the one who's cleaning up the cans. Because I don't remember ever cleaning up after myself, but it's always very clean, which is one of 2 things. I'm also weird where I never remember like being very organized when I'm smoshed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it always works out in the end.
I'm very organized. Sadaf says that she knows that I'm drunk because when I take my clothes off, I fold them.
I do the same thing. I apparently said once to someone, in case there's fire.
Like you're a minute man? You just jump straight in?
But John, I've applied to PBH and those rooms are nothing but COVID safe. Well, I mean, that's true. So we
for
get
their ventilation.
and then like literally like everyone else is like setting up playing rugby. And then coming from King Bash 6, how the divorce thing been doing you, dude? I mean, it was going well until yesterday, and then yesterday I had a full tilt meltdown pre-stream. So yeah, Chris is drunk and is Marie Kondo. So
Marie can do.
either way, and so they're playing rugby. And we just get bazooka joed, like absolutely gazeboed everybody to the point. The only place I felt safe was just getting really drunk on. I just remember at one point I was holding a comedically big bottle of red wine, which I don't know where I got. Like there was just like booze everywhere. And I had a big bottle of red wine, and I was just like, I'm gonna throw up, and I just walked with my red wine into the woods and just And I remember at some point I was in a treehouse and I just closed my eyes. And have you ever woken up fully clothed and this is how you wake up? So if I'm laid down like this and then you just wake up like,
I remember one time I got drunk at stop me if I told this one on the stream before, but I got drunk at my friend's llama farm in high school. And her dad was the one who was like, "You're gonna drink, so do it at my place." And so everyone would end up at her place.
Parents. I think those parents are creepy. I think they're up to something.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they seemed fairly above board. The guy just liked to fuck with us. Like he offered to pay for a tank of gas if to anyone who could piss backwards over their head, just because he thought it was funny to watch stupid teenagers piss on themselves.
I mean, but then you meet the guy that can do that, and you're like,
wow. And my favorite part was the strategizing beforehand while everyone's loading up. I didn't drive, so I never did it. But while everyone's loading up on booze, I was like, maybe if I angle it this way and I whip it or something. But I rode my bike home. And Baldy, what sentence was that? Oh, was that the time I got drunk on my friend's llama farm?
he's from British Columbia. For some strange reason, that province has a lot of llama farms.
That they make great textiles. I'm going to
say this right now. No, they don't. That's just a BC thing. That's just a British Columbia weird thing where they do. British Columbia does that. Oh, well, why have only so many pine trees? Oh, you haven't had the oils. Fuck you.
But I because I didn't drive, I rode my bike and I lived about a half-hour ride away. So I was like, oh, I'm fine. It's the country. I'll just weave in and out. I woke up the next morning in a ditch, still on my bike.
That's good stuff.
Hands on the handlebars, feet on the pedals. I must have fallen asleep while I was riding, coasted into a ditch, and then just gradually, it was the opposite of a U crash. I just gently laid myself down on the grass.
Yeah, in no way were you hit by anything.
Yeah, no, I just woke up, hands, feet on the bike, unconscious. And people were driving past. They must have seen me. I don't know why they didn't think I was dead.
We partied at one of your ex-parents' house? What?
That's got to be one of your dad's wives, right?
House? No. I don't know what he means by that. Ex-parents.
Yeah.
We never partied at my mom's house.
No.
We partied a lot at the Chalet de Sex, which was not owned by either of my parents.
Mm.
We didn't party at any of my former in-laws' house.
What about X's parents?
I don't think. Yes,
There we go.
I know exactly who he's talking about. Fucking touchscreen, your XGF. Yes, I know exactly. That was New Year's Eve. Yeah, you fell asleep at my feet, bro. Here's a problem with Geo, by the way, King Geo, at a party, is he goes from sober to just like a drunken snake all of a sudden. Like he's just out of just like, jeepers. Get after it. Ego, get after him. I'm gonna say this. I feel like Richard Wright parties harder than all. Have you ever got a burger from a van, walked past the better van, and spat at the burger you had in front of the van so you can get the better burger? Me neither. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I have definitely done that.
Okay. I can't join in this one with you guys, but I'm happy for you.
But it's like something else. Well, I'll get that for my dinner, and then what happens is I just eat both of those things. This is the lie I know, and I even know when I'm saying the lie where it's just like, I'll just get that and save it later. I don't save things for later. It's being taken care of now. Let's deal with this shit. Also, I forgot to put in my ring light. Also, I have to pee. We're going to do 10 more minutes, but I have to pee because I've drank 2 of these today.
Cool. Go for it. Guys, hit me with other cocktails and or drinking related questions. If you're curious about bar etiquette, I can tell you how to drink.
Can you leave bar etiquette? Because I have a bunch of questions for after bar etiquette, and that'll take us straight to plugs and raids.
Cool. Well, we'll start it now while you're gone, and we'll keep it going when you get back.
Wonderful stuff.
Cool. Pee freely, friend. I kept pace with my father-in-law from Manchester. It nearly killed me. Dude was a mod back in the day. Jesus Christ. You don't try to keep up with people from the north. You just let it slide, man. You just let them call you names, and that's it. Baldy, that's a quick one. Always queue along the bar, not back from, always along. And once along is taken, then you queue up from behind. This is single file shit at a bar drives me nuts. Diamond, the best sign of a troublemaker is someone that doesn't seem to have a group and is bouncing back and forth between tables. That person is looking for a place to land, and when they don't land, they're going to flip a table. Richard, I can do buffet etiquette, but not bar etiquette. Noted. King Geo, Russians, never try to keep up with Russians. Russians, Irish people, anyone from Eastern Europe, just let it slide, man. They're going to win, and you just have to go in knowing that you're about to lose. Unless you need to, prove yourself to them somehow, you just take the L and let them call you names. Your body's worth more than the damage you're about to do to it.
What were you just talking about?
Trying to keep up with Russians.
Oh, no. I got real drunk with Russians watching the Super Bowl once. We were drinking red wine and Diet Coke in the basement of a hostel. Good gravy.
Oof.
Yeah. Never
That's
prove
so
yourself.
bad.
King Bash 6, from your mouth to God's ears, King Bash. From little Candice, just Canada flags. That's nice little Candice. Tricks for learning drinks. What's the latest? Someone has asked for a coffee if the machine is still on. Ooh, great questions.
I just lie and say that the machine's broken. So you're not getting that coffee. Always. I used to have it stipulated because I was so good at bartending that I got to dictate my terms when I took a job. And so I never worked Mondays and I never made coffees, and those are my rules. And the managers just had to take it.
Why not Monday?
Because I had to work everyone else's days off, and so I wanted their first day back at work off.
So when everyone's just being a dick.
So no, it was just like the fact that everyone else is in the office and they're having to go back to their world, and I get to sit back and relax and be in mine. So it just felt like poetically the most appropriate day to have off.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
It's so weird in COVID in that this is the first time since I was 2006
Hmm.
where I feel like I can take a weekend.
Yeah, me too. I mean, us stopping for 2 days in a row is the first like real weekend that I've been taking in years, and I love it.
It's great. It's actually like there's structure to it. Like I'm actually
Yeah.
like, and I'm actually like Saturday is actually like, oh no, we don't do anything on Saturday. But the problem is I'm gonna now have to figure out how to do that if and when stand up comes back because I'm like, oh, I actually like.
Oh, did I freeze or did he freeze? Oh, John, you're muted. Okay.
Shut up, StreamYard.
Oh, I have a couple questions here that I want to answer. Poppy, tricks for learning drinks. If you're asking to learn like how to make them, the best thing to do is there's sort of 6 drinks that are foundational cocktails. I can't remember all of them right now, but it's like the daiquiri, the old fashioned, the Negroni, the Manhattan, and 2 others that I can't remember. But if you learn those, pretty much every other cocktail is a version of that drink. A margarita is just a like a tequila daiquiri, but instead of sugar, it's got triple sec. Actually, here's the easiest way to remember it, and a great way to just make up drinks at your home. All cocktails have 4 components: strong, weak, bitter, and sweet. A strong flavor, a weak flavor, something to sour it up, and something to sweeten it up. And if you can combine those 4 things, then you have a nice drink. Like the margarita is only 3 ingredients. The strong is tequila. The weak is the orange from the triple sec. The sweet is the triple sec because that's a liqueur. And the bitter is the lime juice.
Well, then how
so
does
strong, weak, bitter, sweet.
How does a martini work? Because martini, for my money, is strong, followed by bitter, followed by olives. Where's the sweet in there?
It's one of the few that doesn't follow the system.
Okay, so there are ones that don't follow. Okay, so that system isn't universal.
Yeah, but pretty much everything but a martini it works with.
What are your top 5 bar etiquette rules? If you're John Taffer, that fucking loud fuck, and you have to give, we're gonna go for customer and then bartender. Customer 5 bar etiquette rules.
Customer 5 bar etiquette rules. Polite always. Top. You got to be polite. You'll get served faster. We'll give you free things. You'd be shocked at how rare it is to find genuinely polite and nice people to serve. I don't want to say tip, but tipping is like nice. I'm in a weird place with tipping because I'm going to wipe tipping off actually because I learned to do it over here, and so tipping wasn't the culture. So when I got it in Canada, I was sort of surprised to get it, and honestly, it was a bit out of hand. People were giving me $1 for opening a beer. It was crazy. I was happy to take their money, but it just seemed nuts.
Did you make more money without
sorry?
tips in the culture? This is a question actually I'm interested in. Did you make more money not with tips in the culture or with tips?
Oh, hell no. I made way more money with tips because people pay you over here like you're making tips, and they use that excuse to pay you a shitty hourly wage when really they should be paying you a lot more. I made way, way, way more in Canada than I did
Hilarious.
here. Yeah, crazy amounts more. I would make a week's salary in the UK in one night in Canada.
What's your average you would make in Canada? Because bartenders, especially in Montreal, do well.
I did way better in Vancouver. I was making $300 to $500 a night in Vancouver. Yeah. Plus wages. I would forget to cash checks all the time. That was before direct debit. They would give you a check. I would have like a stack of paychecks in my house that I just forgot to cash.
So far it's be polite, and that's it.
Be polite. Know what you want.
That's a good one.
Know exactly what you want and say it right away. Don't give it in increments. Bartenders can remember what you said, and if we forget, we'll ask you. But say the whole order right away, and then get out of the way. Let's see. When you're done, move. If there's a bunch of people at the bar, don't just stand in front of everybody. Get out. Make space. Unless you have a stool, in which case, fair enough. That's your spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Know what you want. Don't be an asshole. Move.
There may not
no-
be 5.
There may not. Honestly, it's sort of as simple as that. Like, just don't be a dick for the most part. Don't haggle.
What? Who haggles?
Oh, all the time.
What are you
Oh,
talking
buddy,
about?
I just bought 6 cocktails. Give me this one for free. Go fuck yourself.
No.
Oh, so regular. All the time. People are dicks, man.
I remember a guy did that to me once when I was a barista. He's like, I come in here all the time, give me this coffee for free. And then the next time he came in with a girl and she got a brownie, and I charged him I charged him for a slice of chocolate cake for a small brownie. So it was literally like, I think it was like something like he paid $8 for a $3 brownie.
Yeah.
And I knew, fucking say something in front of the date. Come on, do it. Fucking bring it on. Yell at the fucking. Oh, it was so. I remember, and he was like, "Oh, that's better be a good brownie." And I remember that's a signal. He's like, "I know you made a mistake. I think this is a mistake." But yeah. And by the way, I would have absolutely, if he had said,
Yeah.
King motherfucker.
King
By the way,
Geo.
go ahead. King Geo.
Sorry. King Geo asked my personal martini. I like either Miller's Westbourne Strength or Plymouth Gin. A little dash of vermouth. I actually look. If I'm being a real asshole about it, I put the ice in the mixing glass, pour vermouth over the ice, stir it, strain the vermouth out so that it's just coating the ice. So you get sort of like a whiff of it. 3 shots of Plymouth, stir that, double strain it into a pre-chilled martini glass with a lemon twist on top.
Lemon twist, really?
Yeah, love it.
I like it. Just a nice Vesper martini, the classic James Bond.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the Lillet gives it something real special. That's an awesome drink.
Can't beat it. It's real fun.
Yeah. Richard,
right,
never feel bad about that.
Yeah, they are. I've asked at times, and because I will, not so much here, but in England, I would go right in pubs, and so you just order. They don't give a shit.
Mm-mm. Nobody cares, man. Go for it. And if they do care, they're an asshole. So don't worry about it.
Go to that bar. And etiquette for bartenders.
Etiquette for bartenders.
Here's the thing that I've noticed in Canada: you'll get a racist. You will get a racist as a bartender in Canada. You will get a racist. They will think that they will try and play it off as a joke. It's happened more than once where you're like, "Wait, what did you say?" You're like, just because you're drinking doesn't mean we're dicks.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice, strong, expensive ginger ale at a bar is a real treat.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's some really good ones being made right now. What's Baldy saying? If I'm in a quiet cocktail bar, I like the bartender to make something they recommend because I'm bad at choosing. And bartenders love that, Baldy. If you like, we used to do that in the little bar that won all the awards. We had a cocktail list that had 128 bespoke cocktails that we had made up on it. And we never used it. We'd just sit down at the table and say, what do you like? And we'd start with like, okay, you like rum. Do you want a tall drink? Do you want a short drink? Do you want it fruity? Do you want it boozy? And then we'd make up something new because that's part of the fun. So that's great work.
I was at a spy themed fundraising event at a museum, and they had the James Bond style martini on the menu. Oh hell yeah!
That wasn't at. Sorry, was that at the Travel Museum, the James Bond exhibition in London? Because I may have bartended that. I used to work there a lot.
I was an ass to a girl bartender, tending in a hotel in Orlando. Hopefully, she forgave me. What happened? Worst. Oh, we'll end with this. This is a great question from King Bash. Worst experience with a customer you had to deal with. Go ahead, and then we'll plug and raid. And for those of you watching on other social media platforms, thanks so much for joining us. You can find us on Discord. Under the John Hastings is my Discord, or you can pop on over to any of my social media at the John Hastings and follow all of that sort of stuff. Before we get to plugs and raid and all of that, Chris, worst customer you ever had to deal with?
Worst customer I ever had to deal with was, off the top of my head, I remember I worked in an Irish pub called the Fiddler's Elbow in Brighton for a couple of years. Great pub, really good old man pub.
Is it the one kind of by the train station where the road goes up like that?
No, it's down by the beach. The bar was, I remember when I was hired, the manager said, listen, I'm bringing you in because everyone that works here is beautiful women. And dudes get creepy. And so I'm hiring you to deal with the creepy guys because we don't have a bouncer. And so my job was basically, I would just be hanging out, and then one of the girls, and they were all beautiful. They were so nice. It was a great bar to work in. They would go, Chris, this one. And then I'd walk over and go, dude, you just fucked up. Your night's ruined because now you have to deal with me. And the fact that you have to deal with me means that I don't like you. And I remember one guy was being such an asshole to one of the bartenders, and then I came over and I told him, I was like, all right, what the fuck do you want? And he just took out a 20-pound note and he said, just get me anything, just sort of tossed it at me.
I get him a water and keep the 20 pounds.
No, I didn't even do that. I crumpled it up into a ball, threw it in his face, and told him to get the fuck out of my bar.
That's good. How did he take that?
He just left. He knew it was over. People say that like the customer's always right, but my theory was you're only a customer if I accept your money. So
The customer is not always right. As someone who worked in the service industry as well, the customer is not always right. Sometimes the customer is a fucking cock.
yeah.
As said in the best Kevin Smith movie ever, sometimes the customer is an asshole.
Yeah. Is that Clerks?
It's in Mallrats.
Mallrats, yeah.
All right, who are we going to raid, Christopher? I say we raid Nardwuar, the human serviette, although he has 1.6 million views. We could raid Roscoe. We could raid Virtual Japan, which is so chill.
It's so nice. I love that channel. Let me see if anyone that I'm following is on. Just a reminder, give us a follow and a subscribe. If you're over on John's and you're not subscribed to me, I'm /Chris Betts. Come on over. If you're on mine and not following John, he is /John Hastings Comedy. Go check him out.
Mm-hmm. And please feel free to follow, to subscribe. Thank you so much for following Becca Vanderboob and Starship Goldfish for doing that. We are back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time, which is 10 p.m. UK time, and all time zones in between, except for Thursday. We're going towards a mega stream where we will stream for a super long amount of time. If you have videos, you have content, you have game ideas, anything, send them into either one of our Discords. My plugs are on Friday if you want to see me do a Zoom gig, which I think we're going to go mics on, if everyone's in agreement. Email johnhastingspodcast@gmail.com to check that out. And you could also check out my Discord. There, all of my albums are available to stream on all good streaming services. You can check out my social media at the John Hastings. All of that sort of stuff. Go to my Discord. Join the Hummus Chums. Follow. Subscribe. If you have an Amazon Prime, just fucking sign up. Go ahead, Chris.
I have a Discord. Go onto that. You can recommend mysteries for me to solve. I do streams every weekday at 2:30 p.m. Where we have a very silly time. Today we found out why forks have 4 tines and why February has 28 days. It has to do with the Roman emperor's numerical superstitions. Very fun. The 4 tines traces back to French 1700s French king's court, and February is due to a Roman emperor's number superstitions. You can. Every Wednesday, I do a show called Chris Betts Versus, which is also a podcast where I debate with comedians. It's really fun and very silly.
Very fun. Please check it out, and you can come and join us for the after show. Oh, wait, are we going to be able to do that still at the regular time? Will you be done Versus in time?
Yeah, it should be, because I start at 7:30, so
Great.
I'll be a little brain dead, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I also
Imagine
do.
I'm
so that's
critical of you for being brain dead after yesterday. Imagine.
Check out the Chris Betts Versus podcast. I also do a podcast about alt rock in the 90s, specifically the Big Shiny Tunes compilation, which you can check out. It's called the Big Shiny Podcast. So check that out. I just today did an interview with the drummer from Our Lady Peace, which was great. We're going to be releasing that in a couple weeks. Follow and subscribe. Join my Discord. I think that's it.
Do we raid Roscoe? Who have we? Oh, actually, does anyone in the chat have someone to raid? Or Chris, do you have any all-dayers of someone?
I've only got Nardwuar, Virtual Japan, and Roscoe as well. So I feel like Nardwar's got. I mean, they're both doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think we might go Virtual Japan if no one else. Who is Sage Hodge 1? Who is Sage Hodge 1?
Yeah, what's a Sage Hodge?
Sage Hodge 1. What are they doing? I'm gonna. Nard is incredible. He's my friend. Good enough for me.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're rating. Give me that name again. Put it in
Sage
the chat.
Hodge.
And what do you want to do for raid message, Chris?
He's my friend.
He's my friend. Tell how he gets his info. All right, let's go. Yeah, he's my friend. Sage Hang on. Let's not fuck this up like I fucked it up yesterday. Oh. Oh, follow my social media. I'm doing a show with Cole Cabana on Thursday after our big stream, where we watch wrestling on something called Bramble. Go to my Twitter, and all of the information is there. That was my other plug. Go there, Raid. Yeah, that's fine. We are heading over. He's my friend. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you
Thanks, everybody.
tomorrow. King Bash, thank you for the follow.
Ooh, see you tomorrow, everybody.
Mm-mm-mm.
Getting ready to raid. Here